So one of my favorite if-then statements to show this is, if you live in Baton Rouge, then you live in Louisiana. If you live in Baton Rouge, then you live in Louisiana. So my question is this true or false? True. It's not a trick question. When I say Baton Rouge, I'm talking about Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So this is a true statement. Can I trade the if with the then and still have a true statement? No. If we trade it, I would have this. If you live in Louisiana, then you live in Baton Rouge. Now, I'm going to put by the first one, I'm going to put that is true. This, I'm putting false, but really, maybe false is not the right word there. That second one might or might not be true. We don't know. There's not enough evidence in the statement of that second one. So the point about this is, when you have an if-then statement, you cannot trade the if and the then clause and claim to have a true statement. It's not going to work. And with these theorems not being as clear to you as this statement is, that's not so obvious, but you cannot just trade the if and the then. Now, there's another type of statement where you can trade them. So I'll say, however, if the statement is an if and only if, I'm going to put that in quotes, then it goes both ways. You'll see a few theorems where they say if and only if. In fact, you've used one of them for a long time now, the Pythagorean theorem. What's the Pythagorean theorem say? Okay, I've heard somebody say something about a right triangle, and I heard a lot of you say a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Pythagorean theorem, those two things. If a triangle is a right triangle, then a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where a and b are the legs and c is the hypotenuse. So if it's a right triangle, then the formula holds. Well, then you also have, if the formula holds, then it's a right triangle. You can trade that. That is an if and only if statement. Okay, along those lines, if a squared plus b squared does not equal c squared, then what do you know? It's not a right triangle. And if it's not a right triangle, then a squared plus b squared does not equal c squared. That from the if and only if, you really get four ways you could say that statement.